Hey friends, so good to see you. It's time for the Saturday Psychic Sampler where you ask a specific question and I give you a specific answer. I'm Christiana Gaudet. I am your Tarot Fairy Godmother and I'm so happy to see all of you here. And goodness gracious, I have to start out with some big thank yous. Rose, thank you so much for being a member and thank you for your generous super chat, which says, thank you for your wit and insights. Well, thank you. Thank you for those kind words, and thank you for being a member, and thank you for supporting this channel with your super chat. I really, really appreciate it. Laura T., thank you so much for being here, and thank you for being a member, and thank you for the very generous super sticker. Really, really appreciate it. And I appreciate all of you being here. And of course, a special shout out to all the members. And I just put up a members only video. And in the community thread, there is something for the members there as well. So members, got some stuff for you. Make sure you check it out. And everybody, your tarot scopes are up here on YouTube. I'm getting them up on TikTok over the next couple of days as well. So make sure you check out your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign for the month of February and tell me what you think. Oh my goodness gracious, Mixuir, Michelle, thank you so much for the super sticker. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Patrice Kelly, I haven't seen you in a million years. Thanks so much for being here. Oh my goodness. All right. I will take these in the order in which I see them. Let's move over to CardCam. Now, I think it was like just yesterday, I was talking about my favorite Ciro Marchetti deck, which is this one, Legacy of the Divine. So I thought I would use this. And I, truth be told, I have not read with this deck in a long time. So we will see how that goes. I do have other decks here. If I decide I want to switch out, I will. But I think we can do this, and I think it's going to be fun. So let's do it. All right. Thank you, Patrice. That's so sweet. All right. And again, just huge thanks to Mixuir, Michelle in Canada, Laura T., and Rose for super chats and super stickers supporting this channel. Okay. The first question I see is Jeannie Mnuchin. Jeannie, thank you for being here and thank you for being a member. Here we go. Does it make sense to go for some bigger grants? Humanities, Expand Massachusetts Stories Grant, Advancing Equity, Oral Histories with Women, from the group Annalisa and I will be working with in the spring. We would need a humanities consultant for that one. This one is a very long shot, a creative capital grant for American Stink Bug. Is it worth to send in a letter of interest for those? So first of all, just the basic idea, the basic concept of does it make sense to go for larger grants in general? I mean, it's a lot of work is part of the problem, but it's worth doing. Look at that. We've got Queen of Swords reversed and then King of Swords upright. It's worth the work. Conceptually, it's worth the work. Now, the specific grants that you're talking about. So the Humanities Expand Massachusetts Stories Grant. Oh, damn straight. Yeah, you should absolutely go for that. Yes. Yes, I don't love the reflection with these cards. I don't love that. Let's see what happens if I work with a different deck. Is it more visible? It is. Okay, I'm switching decks just for y'all, not for me, for y'all, because I feel like the way I've got the lights right now, this deck is going to be more visible. This is Spiral Tarot. As you can see, I've also beat this deck up. So here we go. We're playing with lighting here, so we'll figure it all out. All right, so now, the Creative Capital Grant for American Stink Bug. Worth it to send a letter of interest for that. Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It totally is. And there's a party that doesn't want to, because again, it's a lot of work and it is a long shot. But you know what? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So I say go for it. There's enough positivity in the cards that it's worth it. All right. Melissa Grosso, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. It was so great to see you at StarCon. Yesterday, I did a 3-hour EMDR intensive. Wow, I love EMDR. I am a huge fan, both personally and for my clients. Followed by a hypnosis and massage to work it out of the body and reground. Wow. Thoughts on its effectiveness, what should I be watching for in dreams, etc. after this session? So I'm just going to tell you a personal story. Well, I'm not going to tell you the whole story. But I am going to say one thing that I noticed after doing EMDR is that like a couple of weeks later, and it wasn't even in a dream, it was in a waking moment, a couple of weeks later, something came to me. It was a memory. And it was a memory that really was creating a lot of trauma for me. And I didn't know it because I didn't I didn't know. And the memory came back. I understood right away. I released it so much better after that, like monumental. So I know it can come up like when you least expect it. And I had been like, oh, well, that didn't work well at all. That was ridiculous. That was a waste of my time and money. And then 2 weeks later, I'm like, oh, not a waste at all. Okay, so that's my story. So, thoughts on its effectiveness for you. You got to be patient. You got to be patient. Yes, it's effective, but again, it may come up in little bits. It may come up in little bits and pieces. So don't judge its efficacy until a while has passed. Will stuff come up for you in dreams? Oh, yes. Oh, yes, very much so. And what you're going to look for is family members and other people and how they show up in dreams, and also helpful signs and symbols that show up in dreams. So yeah, the effects of this, well, could be lifelong, but you may not see them or feel them consciously for quite a few weeks. So give it time. All right. Lumen, good to see you. I would like to ask, what is Lee's true intentions toward me? Does he have ulterior motives popping back up unannounced? Will he continue to show up in the future? So why did he pop back? I mean, I think he's been going through a hard time. I mean, I don't know if it's an ulterior motive or like an obvious motive, but I feel like he's been going through a hard time, and in sort of reinserting himself in your life, he is seeking grounding and comfort and conversation that he's not finding elsewhere. The thing is, like, it feels like it has a romantic piece to it. Will he stick around? And again, I don't know if we can call this an ulterior motive or not. I think it's a primary motive. I don't think it's ulterior at all. I think he'll come in, he'll get his comfort. Then when he feels better, he'll go away. And when he comes back and wants more comfort, he'll come back and get comfort. I think he comes to you for comfort. How you feel about that and what you want to do with that is up to you. Is there a way this could turn into something sustainable? We haven't seen evidence of this so far. I mean, I never like to say never, but we've seen no evidence of it. So there is that. Diana Price, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. I'm just dropping cards all over the place. Okay, I think I got them. Here we go. We appreciate you, Diana. Probably just cold feet, but I'm torn between moving to Poland and doing the van life thing here, which would allow me to take trips also with savings. Also political fears, which would be better, right? And we talk about political fears, like Poland, right on the other side of Ukraine, That's crazy. There's concerns there. Also concerns here in the US. I mean, I'm not sure where on the planet a person could go to feel really safe right now. So like I almost wouldn't like have that be a factor, a consideration, because wherever you go, man, anything could happen. So for you, move to Poland. Van life. This is so funny, and I want to really call your attention to these two sixes. Because, okay, move to Poland, Six of Cups, something you've always wanted to do, something you've planned on doing. Van life, Six of Swords, also something you've always wanted to do. Either one of these could totally work for you. It's kind of six of one, half a dozen of another. And maybe there's something else, maybe there's something else you're considering as well. Maybe there's a third possibility. So I wouldn't write off any of these. Maybe it's first one, then the other. Maybe there's a whole other thing. All of these look fine. I don't see a distinct advantage for one or the other. I'll tell you that. All right. 64 Amy Penn, good to see you. How is my health? Okay, and you know what the disclaimer is? Well, of course, your doctor will be the best source of health information for you, but I'm happy to see what I see. And what do I see? I feel like you're busy. I feel like there's some things that are going well and are fine. There's other ways you may not be feeling your best. And there is definitely a need for healing here, but I can't tell if that's physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, all of the above. As I look at you, there's nothing that I was terribly worried about, but there may be something that needs some attention. Excuse me. So give attention if attention is needed, but do I think you are facing something that's going to be terrible? You may have to deal with something that is going to require a process of some sort, but I don't think it's terrible. And if you're worried about something terrible, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. So maybe something there, but probably not horrible. All right. Bella Luna, guidance for February. All right. Bella Luna, you're up next. Feedback from Diana. I often feel the Poland thing might just be complicating thing. Van life is community or some kind of tiny house option. Yeah, I love all of that. I love all of that for you. Okay, Rose. Again, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis, and thank you for the super chat. I'm having some trouble with something that I've relied on for the past 20 years. I keep seeing cracks, and logically, I think things are beginning to fall apart, but intuitively, things feel okay, at least for a while. Will what I've been relying on for support still be there, or is the Titanic sinking and it's time to jump ship and swim to other shores? Okay, that which you have been relying on. I mean, I'm not worried here. I'm not worried. I think what you're seeing may involve growth, but I'm really not worried. I think you're okay. I think you're okay. I think the support will still be there for you. I do. All right. Oh, and Bella Luna, I just skipped right over you. I said I was coming back to you and I didn't. I'm sorry. Here we go. Here is your guidance for February, Bella Luna. Please forgive the skip. Here we go, Bella Luna. Yeah, figure out what's making you happy and what's not. There are things going on in your life that are really good, and there are some things that are making you unhappy. Be willing to draw boundaries. Be willing to be clear about what's making you happy and what's not making you happy. And that way you'll have more happiness. There it is. Liz Harrison, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. Also looking for guidance for the month of February. Okay, Liz, guidance for the month of therapy. That's funny. I was really trying to say February, and what came out was therapy, and I wasn't even thinking about therapy. So take that as you will. But here's the thing. Maybe therapy does come up here, because there's history and there's your truth. And in what way is history, or the accepted history, in what way does the accepted history reflect your truth? In what way does it not? And who are the people that you can really count on to support you? This month, you need to embrace what you see as truth, not what other people tell you to see as truth. There it is. Febborn, good to see you. Thanks for being here. What is something or some things I need to be aware of moving forward? Febborn, you need to be aware of your own potential for joy, happiness, and wonderful things. Sometimes you settle. Sometimes you accept less for yourself than what you should have and what you deserve. You need to be aware of, maybe it's time to do something different there. Do not accept less when you can have more. There it is. Hey, Caroline, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. Liz, good. Resonates. Good. Okay. Next up, Adriana Belange. So good to see you. I have a new work colleague. Would we work well together? Can I trust her? Would she be on my side? Okay. That's like a 3-card reading right there. Would we work well together? I'm not worried about it. It may not be the best, but it's fine. Yes, it's fine. It's fine. Nothing to worry about. Can you trust her? Rule of thumb, don't give anyone your complete trust in a work environment. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. You can trust her to do her job well enough, but you should always be careful, right? Would she be on my side? I feel like she's going to be on her own side and you should be on your side. I don't feel like it really divides up like that. I don't think she's harmful to you. I don't think it's bad at all. But I think you have to be on your side and she has to be on her side. And there that is. But I think she's fine. Kitty Backwith, good to see you. Last full moon, I broke a mirror. I spun around 3 times, threw salt over my shoulder, and touched a shard to a tombstone. Did I break the bad luck? Do you really believe that bad luck comes from breaking a mirror? Do you really believe that? Let's ask the cards in general. In general. Should we as people be concerned about bad luck coming to us from a broken mirror? Yeah, no, I don't think that's a thing. I mean, do whatever rituals you want. But what I'm going to say, honestly, here comes the truth stick. What I'm going to say is that if you're going to be doing magical rituals, do magical rituals for something that really matter. For something that really matters. Not because you're afraid of bad luck because you broke a mirror. I wouldn't worry about it, seriously. And I feel like, I feel like you don't have to worry. And if you like to do those rituals because they're fun, I mean, by all means do, but don't let it steal your peace. Really, really. And that brings us to another question, which is what should you be doing magic for in your life right now? And honestly, I think it should be about your own heart's desire, to either figure out what your own heart's desire is or what you could do to bring your heart's desire to you. That's where I think your magical energy should be going. All right, Christina R., good to see you. School has not processed the paperwork for the new preceptor yet, and I haven't had a chance to chat with her. Will I get to work at the hospital with her, finish my births, and move on? We can only hope. Let's see. Actually, yes. Yes. I think it's going to be a rugged and rigorous schedule. I don't necessarily think it's going to be fun, but I think it will happen, and I think it'll be okay. Yeah, it's all right. Difficult, but all right. All right. Allie Mammon, good to see you. What does my director think of me as an actor? Just finished my second play. Want to know how they felt about my acting skills and my personality. Acting skills, you're good, but you could take some classes. There's things you need to develop, but that's fine. Personality, you don't give yourself enough credit, but you're easy to work with. So I think that goes well. Okay. Christina R., I'm on a call tonight with my normal preceptor, so send me all the baby catching vibes. Absolutely. Kimmy's Divination Station. So good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. It was so great to see you at StarCon. You're at work today. My son has 3 follow-up interviews next week. Pull a card for each job, please, with dead lyrics. Okay, you got it. I can do this. All right, here we go. So job 1. Job 2, job 3. One of the jobs is much more likely than the other 2. One of them he may get, and one of them he may not get at all. And I feel like none of this is going to be really about what he wants to do. It's about getting a job. It's about being on the way to what he wants. But he's going to have to be patient. So the lyrics are, keep your day job until your night job pays. In other words, the job you get may not really be the job you want, but it'll help you get there. Santiago, good to see you. What should I do in order to make Oscar fall in love with me? What topics to talk about? So really, I'm going to rephrase the question because you can't really make anyone fall in love with you, right? I mean, you could do magic to do that, but you shouldn't because there's going to be all kinds of bad stuff that comes from that if you do that. But how can you present yourself in a way that would give this relationship a possibility? I think you have to make him feel safe. He has to know he is safe with you, and you have to be willing to talk about the things that interest you and to find out what interests him. Talk about your interests and his interests and make him feel safe. Make him feel like it's a safe space. That's really the key. All right. Lisa Harmon, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. I feel like a dam has broken. I'm a little stunned. What does Spirit want me to know? Spirit wants you to know that as this transformation is happening, all kinds of new opportunities are opening for you. The dam that is broken is going to bring you new growth. It's going to water new seeds. So just be open and let it unfold. Hey, George, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Is Sherry going to speak to me soon? What are his feelings right now? There may be a reason for the two of you to speak. There may be a particular matter of business or something that needs to be discussed. So there may be a need to speak. He knows you're sad. He knows you're not happy with him. He wants to like take care of whatever responsibilities he has here, I think. But I think that's it. Makes you here. Michelle, and thank you so much for starting us off with a super sticker. Really appreciate it. My 16-year-old non-blood nibbling was bullied horribly at their previous school to the point where they're taking the school to court for not doing anything. They're autistic and non-binary, have OCD, extreme sensory issues. So this is becoming a human rights complaint on top of it. I'm so sorry. Will they be okay at the new school, and will the court case succeed? I'm worried. Understood. And I'm so glad you're there to be supportive for them. All right. So how will the new school be? The new school will be better. Better. What will happen with the court case? I think as long as you stick with it, I think there will be success. And there's not a third question, but I have a third question, which is just as how they're going to be in the long run. I think they'll be okay. I think you're doing a great job here, and I think they'll be okay. All right. I love these kinds of questions. You ready? Michelle F., thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. I'm wondering if I can expect results A or B. And if it is B, is there anything I can do to get closer to A? Okay, I got you. So what's most likely? A, B. A is already most likely, and A is what you want. So that's good. Now, is there anything you need to do to kind of ensure the A thing? You may need to get other people involved. There may be other people whose energy or whose help will help get you the result you want. But it looks like it's A is happening, and you just need the support of other people, and it feels like that's easy. So there you go. Oh, makes you ear. The best thing anyone has ever said to me was when that nibbling told me I was a safe adult, right? And it's so important that we be safe adults for young people, especially young people who got things going on. So that's fabulous. Mariana, good to see you. Is my application going to be stopped, or is everything going to be well? I'm thinking you're going to be okay here. I think everything's going to be good. Smile Soul 20, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. My question is, there are two people who are in line to be my next coworker. The person that has more seniority wants the job. Will this be the person to be hired? Not necessarily. For one reason or another, not necessarily. It could go either way. This is unpredictable. If this person is hired, and that is, logically what we would think would happen, although the cards are not like, yeah, for sure, anything could happen here. But if this person does take that position, I feel like there are ways that would be hard for you, and there are ways that would be okay. So it's not the best, it's not the worst. That's how I see it. Okay, Emily Liana, good to see you. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Am I going to have a job, and if so, when? I think it's going to take some time. I think it will happen, but it could be a few months. It could be like 3 months. Oh, I love this next question. Hang on a minute. Okay, Nalini. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Oh, Kimmy, did I miss you? Okay, Nalini, I thought you were up next, but Oh, I did. Okay, Nalini, I'm going to go back and get Kimmy, and then I'm coming back to you. I apologize. Kimmy, thank you. I'm sorry I did skip you, and here we are. I'm taking a huge test on Tuesday, If I follow the study plan until then, does it look like I'll pass? Yeah, it absolutely does. I think you're in good shape here. I'm not trying to make you cocky, and I don't want you to be too anxious, but I think you're good. And when we look at the study plan is not that bad. You can absolutely do this. You're going to be fine. But what if you didn't follow the study plan? If you didn't follow the study plan, you're still likely to be fine. Do the study plan, but you're still likely to be fine. Seriously. And thank you for catching me before I got too far. All right. Now, going back to Nalini. Thanks for your patience. Thanks for being a member. I love this question. Is my dog Lola a reincarnation of my childhood dog, Sasha? I always slip up and call her Sasha. I have an older dog, but I never slip up and call her that name. So is Lola Sasha? I don't know if it's a reincarnation or if the spirit of Sasha just really likes Lola and hangs out with Lola. There is a reason. There is a spiritual reason that you make this connection. I cannot confirm the reincarnation, but I can tell you there is some spiritual reason why you're making this connection. So there is something real going on there. All right. Barbie Bird, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. We appreciate you. I've been considering going back to school for a total career change. Ooh. Is the program I'm interested in a good fit, and would I find more fulfillment if I choose this path? Okay, so here's how we're going to break this down. And those of you who are readers, definitely check this out as a technique, right? We're going to start first with the overall, the idea of going back to school for a career change at this time. Is this a good idea? It's not an easy idea. You wouldn't be doing it if you weren't unhappy with where you're at, you wouldn't be doing it. You could do it, you could manage it. You have to be prepared for the fact that you're doing it to make your life better, but at first it's going to make your life worse, right? And you have to be prepared for that. Okay, now, the program you're interested in, is it a good fit? I'm not sure. Maybe something adjacent to it. If you choose this particular path you're looking at, would you be successful? Yes. Would you find more fulfillment? In some ways, yes. In some ways, no. I feel like you are right to be considering all of these things. And ultimately, the idea for change is good. And if not now, when? But make sure you do your research and make sure you're clear on what it is you're going for and how that's going to work. Do not jump into this because you're really unhappy where you are. Jump into it because everything feels good. Like, I feel like you're in the right church, but I'm not sure if you're in the right pew yet, if that makes sense. All right. Laura T, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. And of course, thank you for the super sticker. Really appreciate you. My family home that my mom paid for, will I be able to salvage it from my dad squandering it? Oh my goodness. I don't know how much control you have here. Maybe, that is a big fat maybe. But I'm also concerned that, I'm not sure what you can do, what your actual plan of attack would be, what the actual things you could do, what they would be. I'm not sure. So let's ask this question. What can you do about this? I'm just not sure there's a lot you can do about it. Should you try? You should try, but only to the extent that you have energy to try. That's the concern. This is a concern, but there are so many concerns. I don't know if this should be the top concern. All right. Next question, Dishy654. Good to see you. What will this month bring me? I think change. I think there may be real personal growth, change in some relationships, opening up to real healing. I don't know if it's the month is going to bring you this or if you're bringing it to yourself this month, but one way or the other, that's what I see happening. Next question is similar. Patrice Kelly, so good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. What do I see coming up for you? I feel like you're really assessing your creative path. What do you enjoy doing? What do you not enjoy doing? Maybe also true for your spiritual path, your social path, maybe your whole life. What is working for you? What is not working for you? And you need to do that assessment, and you need to be able to have good boundaries on that. Vaishali, good to see you. Can I know something about my past lives? How many past lives do I have? Lately, I've been wondering about my past life. Who was I and how this life has been affected by it? So you could have infinite past lives. But the one that you're wondering about, the one that maybe is impacting your life the most right now, I feel like there was a past life where you had great things, great happiness, and it was taken away from you. Through some tragedy or some series of events, you lost wealth, you lost the people that you loved, you had great loss. And I feel like you live in this life with an unnatural fear of loss. And that makes it hard for you sometimes to trust and to take steps forward. And I think that's where you could create some space for yourself. All right. Angie, good to see you. Do I see you being in a relationship this year? I think you'll have options for that, and I think even someone from the past may try to come back in. But at the end of the day, the choice will be yours. Madiha Ness, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. It's supposed to be my sun card year. It doesn't feel sunny yet. I feel the need to connect with my ancestors, but I don't have any time to even slow down. I need advice. I would love advice from you, the cards, ancestors, whoever decides to help. Alrighty. So the lack of sunny feeling right now, there is a lot of ancestral stuff. And right now, you're just doing everything you can to take care of your job, your family, the things you have to take care of. And you are doing that, and you are doing that well, but it's not giving you a lot of time. Time really is the issue, and you are absolutely right. You need to do ancestor work. The sun year for you is going to be about bringing light, not just to yourself, but to the ancestors. How do you do that? You don't worry about it right now. The year has just begun. The opportunity will be given you. Right now, just do what you have to do to get the stuff done and try not to let it weigh on you so much. Things will open up. Things will space out. There will be time and energy for you to do the things you need to do to manifest the sun year. It's just not today. Hey, Jackie Masters, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Thanks for using members-only emojis. My current employment contract is concluding in March. What's next and when? Will it be interesting, different? Any guidance on what to focus on to bring in new employment? Yeah, no fear, no worry. Recognize your skills, focus on the fact that you have skills, and focus on networking. What do I see coming for you? Something that will be frustrating, but also good and interesting. And something that may last for a couple of years. I do feel networking is going to be really important to get what you want. All right. Ashley, good to see you. I recently got a new job at a new insurance office. I was wondering if I should go to the other insurance company that allows me to work from home. So stay where you are or go and work from home. I don't know, man. 6 of one, half a dozen of another. I wouldn't look at the working from home option as being the perk. I would look at where can you make the most money and where can you learn the best and where can you be most successful. Let that be your litmus. Oh, Vaishali, that makes sense. Yes, this resonates with me. I do have fears, trusting in what will happen. I never understood why I have this fear. I get it. Now it's because of my past life. So that worked. That's great. That's great. Oh, Barbie Bird, I'm catching up on replay. This makes sense. The adjacent feeling is ringing true. I'm not making hasty decisions, but looking to make a change to better my future. Yeah, there you go. Good. Good, 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 good. And Ness is like, thank you so much. Okay, yeah, just patience is what it's going to take. I'm so sorry, Ness, but there it is. AP, good to see you. Will the universe be sending someone to support me? What does that mean? What does that mean? Like, what does that mean? Like, are you looking to hire someone? Are you looking, what does that mean? Someone to support you. Is that a romantic thing? Is that a work thing? Is that a patron? Are you an artist looking for a patronage? I'm not quite sure what you're looking for here, so I'm just going to do the reading. I have no idea what I'm talking about here. Will the universe be sending you someone to support you? Be careful what you ask for, because what seems like support at first could quickly turn into oppression. So be careful what you're asking for. Christina, I had missed Kimmy, but I went back and got her. So, Steph, am I getting my inheritance soon? It's so needed. All right. Oh, AP as a teammate in life. All right. Okay, Steph, you're up next. I'm going back to AP for a minute. So we're looking for a romantic partner. That could be a life partner. And yeah, see, I'm going to say be careful what you're asking for, because the wrong partner makes your life worse, not better. Is there a right partner out there for you? See, I have a feeling, yes, but I have a feeling that there's some history or training or something that has caused you to, I don't know if it's like your own BS that you're believing or someone else's BS that you're believing about how relationships should work. So you have to be careful, but do I think you will find the love you seek? Yeah, I do. I do. All right. Okay, Steph, thanks for your patience. Are you getting your inheritance soon? I'm going to say soon enough. I'm going to say before 6 months have passed is when it's likely to come to you, before 6 months have passed. So soon-ish. Oh, my pleasure, AP. Thank you for clarifying. Martha Vink, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Yesterday, a friend responded negatively to something I'd posted. I gave a tongue-in-cheek reply to which she lashed out at me, Christianity, and more. Then she blocked me. What's up? Wow. I think your friend is going through a tough time. So weird. Now, like, do you have like contact with this person outside of social media? If so, I would leave her alone for a minute, but I would try not to be hurt by this and to recognize that you may still be her friend and she may still be your friend and she may just be going through it. So for right now, just give this space and try not to take it personally. I don't think you did anything bad. I think the bad is all on her. And I think this is a great opportunity for you to hold space for what she's going through. Don't take this on yourself and try to be forgiving, even though it's hard, and try not to let it hurt you. Okay. Daria, nice to see you. What is the Cancer man doing toward me in February? He has a wife, I have someone else. He doesn't know that I know. After the falling out, we talked and I didn't address anything. So what's he doing towards you in February? I think he will try to have conversation, but I think you may know well enough not to have that conversation. Milk and Honey Tarot, good to see you. I feel like the job I have now was getting my foot in the door. My contract ends in June. Will I find something else with that institution, or should I look outside? Okay. Something else within the institution, very likely. It's always good to cast your net wide and look plenty of places, but I think you're likely to find something within the same institution, honestly. Okay. Noman B, you are up next. I was preparing a lot for my college application and even take a gap year, but I didn't apply as I planned. I'm so confused. What should I do now? Is it too late? Okay. Is it too late to do what you had planned to do? I mean, not necessarily, and maybe too late for the semester, but not too late in general. Should you just do that thing? Yeah, I think you should do just what you plan to do, and even if you have to wait a little longer, you have to wait a little longer. It's okay. I think you should just do it. And honestly, if you have to wait a little longer, there may be a spiritual reason why that's necessary. All right. No definitions. Advice on how to handle my next steps at work. Carefully, really freaking carefully. Oh my gosh, where do you work? Good Lord, what's going on here? Whatever's happening here, you have to be very, very careful, and you have to really look at everything. I don't know if this is you, if this is the workplace, I don't know, but be very careful. Everything will be okay, but I do wonder if you end up in a whole other job description, and that might be what's happening as a transition. All right. Okay, Noman B, I only do one question per person, per session, so I'll see you next time. Oh, interesting. Martha, I thought about sending her a card to say more about where I was coming from, but I was shocked by her harshness and bitterness. I'll let it be for now. Yeah, that makes sense. I know. Oh, I know. Oh, Noman B, that's really true. Exactly what you're experiencing. The spiritual thing is real. There it is. So just let it be. It's okay. If it takes more time, it takes more time. It's still a good path. Baby Cakes, good to see you. I'm happy to be here for you. What advice do my ancestors and spiritual guides have for me for the next couple of months? What do I do with myself? You know, we recognize that things have not been going the way you want. And what this is saying is spend as much time, whether it's in person or online or whatever, spend as much time with people that you enjoy as possible. And just try to do things that you enjoy and spend time with people that you enjoy and let things shake out as they're going to shake out. I think that's the best thing you can do. I recognize how difficult this has been. And I do feel it will turn around. But in the meanwhile, enjoy friends and doing things that you enjoy doing. And try not to feel like the universe does not have your back. It's just taking its time. It's what Erica Robinson would call Kairos instead of Chronos, that everything happens in God's time. And so we just have to trust that. Okay. No definitions. There's some interesting political stuff that I think I snuffed out. Yeah, that makes sense. Sniffed out. It maybe needs to be snuffed out. Oh my goodness. Lumen, if there's time, can I clarify? If Leah's someone that I can be strictly a friend with in the future, I will do this clarification. I think that's going to be hard. I think there is a romantic or a sexual energy here that is really significant. So I think it's going to be hard to be just friends. Oh, Baby Cakes, I'm glad you like that advice. That makes me really happy. All right, my friends, from my perspective, I have gotten to every question. If I accidentally skipped you, please reiterate. And if you're here and haven't asked a question, hit subscribe and ask your question. Let's see. Lumen, I tried, right? I got it. I understand. So first of all, thank you to the members, to the members, to the moderators, to the people who helped out with super chats and super stickers. Welcome new subscribers. Tomorrow, if you happen to be local, we have our meetup at Palm City Panera, 4 p.m. And remember, if you have a StarCon ticket, events in the Afterglow lounges are starting today. So make sure you check that out. We've got Katrina Wynn coming up at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. We've got Maria coming up at 5. Tomorrow, we've got Benabel Wen at 5. So make sure you check all of that out. Okay, here is a question. Let me go back to CardCam. What advice do my ancestors have to say to me? This is for X. To remember to treat yourself kindly and with love, to hang on to the things that matter to you, but to not be stubborn. Sometimes you can be too stubborn. All right. My friends, we have Global Tarot Circle coming up on Wednesday. Do check out your tarot scopes. Members, there's a new video up for you. There's also something for you in the community thread. Oh, Joyous Ocean, here you are. Hang on. Joyous Ocean, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Thanks for using members-only emojis. I've applied for 4 jobs. Let's see, do we see you getting a job of the 4 that you've applied for? Yeah, you will probably be getting a job this time, and it will probably be a good thing. You'll be able to do all your other stuff, but also have a better financial underpinning. So I think you are getting a job, and I think it'll be good. Oh, Justine, here we are. Thank you. Justine, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being a moderator. We appreciate you. I've been working hard over a long period of time to accomplish something. Then last night, I made a last-minute decision that I fear has set me quite a bit with all the progress I've made. What do my guides have to say about this? Is there any way I can sit outside and plan today without an issue? Yeah, we don't worry about last night's decision. We don't worry about that. We just worry about where you are in the moment. And the fact is, whatever it is you are experiencing, you have an ability to master over that. And if you have stopped mastering over that, just bring that mastery back. Don't worry about what happened yesterday. Worry about what you're doing today. That's the key. All right. All right. Did I miss anybody else? Anybody else? Well, surest way to see is when we leave card cam. We'll see if anyone else comes up. All right. So, thank you, everyone, for being here. Really appreciate you. I will be back here on Monday with your 3-card weekly reading, of course. And in the meanwhile, there is a link to book a session with me right in the descriptions. Go ahead and do that if you'd like. And I will look forward to seeing you soon. X, how do I become a member? If you look, there should be like at the bottom of the comments, a little $sign that comes up. Hit the $sign and that will allow you to do that. If you're not seeing that, you may need to be on a desktop. All right. And I appreciate that. My friends, take really good care. I appreciate you. I'll see you soon.